Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Gamertag and I'm back for another Fortnite video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys an XP glitch or method, however you like to refer to it, that's going to allow you to receive a ton of XP and rank up in a significant manner. And the best part about this method and glitch is that you actually don't even have to be playing the game while doing so. You can actually have it going on in the background and you're going to actually be receiving XP passively and leveling up again while literally being AFK. So this method is going to be incredibly easy to set up, and do not worry for the people wondering, you cannot get banned for this as it is not against Fortnite's terms of service. Now I'm going to be doing a V-Buck giveaway. You can follow the steps on the screen right now. It'll take you a few seconds to enter and it really costs you nothing and not much time at all. But regardless, let's go ahead and get right into this XP glitch and or method. Now, one thing a lot of people don't know is that you can actually level up in creative, believe it or not. If you're playing Zone Wars or whatever the case might be, you actually are able to be gaining XP and leveling up through the time that you're playing. And again, a lot of people actually don't even know that this is the case. So what we're doing is we're actually going to be making these different creations and builds in our own creative island that's going to allow us to consistently be moving and having our player move around throughout the entire game, even if we're not there. So we're here in creative right now in the hub, and what we're going to do is we're going to use this console and we're actually going to go ahead and create our own island. So go ahead and create one and select any of these that you prefer. It really doesn't matter which one you select, and you can name it whatever you prefer. Then go ahead and confirm, and now load into this island. So you guys can see we're now in our island. It's clearly just like an open blank canvas, and we're now able to start building what we really need. So we're going to go ahead and press up on the D-pad and head over to our devices. Now from here we're going to go down, and there's actually three things we're going to be needing. This is going to be ice blocks, so you can equip a bunch of these. We're also going to be needing bouncers, so equip a bunch of these as well. And then lastly, we're also going to be needing a lot of speed boosts, so equip a bunch of these. So there's a few ways that we can do this. So this is the first method. We're going to go ahead and build kind of like a little hall, if you will. So it's going to be pretty much just one block wide, and then maybe like 6 or 7 blocks long. So this is essentially the first build, and now from here we're going to actually go ahead and pull out our speed boost, and we're going to be placing them along just like this. So basically, if you were to go ahead and land here, it's just going to continuously throw you in this direction. So now what we're going to do is at the very end, we're going to be placing a bouncer. And then right here at the beginning, I'm going to place a wall just to kind of block ourselves. So basically, if you were to go ahead and run inside of this, this is how it would be AFK. So we're not pressing anything. You guys can see it's continuously making our player move. And don't forget to put this wall right here, just so, of course, we do block ourselves off. So this is the first one. This one's not that great, honestly. The next one is probably my favorite one. So the next one, we're basically going to start off by building essentially the same thing. So once again, you can kind of build like this little hallway using the walls. And then now on both edges, we're actually going to place a staircase with another wall above it. And this kind of is going to act as a barrier. So basically, this is how you do it for the second one. And then now on the insides, what we're going to do is we're actually going to be placing down the ice. So you place down the ice on the floor as such. And then right here, we're also going to place ice on the staircases. And then on either side, we're going to actually have a bouncer. Just like this. So then you can actually go ahead and start it. One thing I would recommend though is to actually make one of these ice blocks in the middle a speed boost, just to speed this process up. So now if we go ahead and then drop down on it, it's going to do this. So you guys can see it's basically like a never-ending process. You're going to slide into the bouncer, it's going to throw you back to the beginning, and then obviously this is going to repeat itself all over again. So this is the second method. This is probably my favorite out of the video. This one definitely is pretty good. It works just as well, but this one, in my opinion, just is a lot more smoother and definitely more efficient. And then for the final loop of this video, again, I'm only showing you all of these just in case you want to use one over the other, or if you're doing this with another player in a game, it's better to have maybe one or two so you guys can use separate ones. So this one is actually going to be a bit larger, but definitely as simple. It's basically going to be a huge square. It's going to be 5 walls by 5 walls, and then on the entire inside, like literally the entire floor, is going to be covered by ice traps. So it's kind of like an ice skating rink as of right now. And then the last thing we're going to be placing down to finish off this loop is on every single corner, we're going to be placing down bounce pads. So again, you can think of this as like a skating rink realistically, with bounce pads on every single corner, and really that's all you have to do for this loop. One thing I would recommend is also to make the walls a bit higher to act as a barrier, because sometimes you can go flying outside of it. But once you have finished, you have now created basically the third loop. This one's definitely not my favorite, however it does work just as well. And the reason this works so well is because, again, we don't want to basically just be bouncing back and forth on bounce pads. This really isn't going to help us. At some point, our player needs to be hitting the ground and moving. So what this does is, even when you are sitting around just flying in the air on balance pads, eventually your player will get caught on the wall and it will then slow you down, and at some point you will be gliding on the ground. So we're going to go over to our island settings, and over in the game tab we're going to go all the way down to where it says time limit. So by default it will be set to 5 minutes. We definitely want to change this, because if you leave it at 5 minutes, well, the game's only going to last for 5 minutes and this method realistically is rendered useless. So once you've gone ahead and basically built all of these different methods, again the first, second, or third one, you then want to go ahead and press pause and then click on start game at the very bottom. This is basically how you will be getting your XP. Obviously at this point you will glide down and you can select whichever method you prefer. Now the reason I've actually shown more than one method in this video opposed to just showing one, this glitcher method is kind of on the fence in regards to how efficient it is. Sometimes the game won't give you XP if you don't move a certain amount of distance in a certain amount of time. That's why sometimes the first method or even the second method won't work that great. So this is why the third method would then be the best in regards to that. Other times that one won't work and the other two might. Obviously you guys get the idea. It's kind of janky. It doesn't always work every single time. I'm not entirely too sure as of why. So if you're not getting XP for whatever reason, I would just try maybe switching methods. Again, we have 3 different ones we can use, and basically from here you can go AFK. Again, you can do whatever you prefer while this is happening in the background. Now the way this works is you actually get XP every 15 minutes for the first, I believe, hour and a half. So every 1 hour and 30 minutes you will then have to restart this by simply ending the game and starting it once again. And basically, again, that is how it works. If it didn't work for you, then I would recommend you simply just try using a different method out of the 3 that I shared with you. So there you guys have it. That is the XP glitch or trick or method of Fortnite in Season 6. That's going to allow you guys to get a ton of XP and level up quickly in Season 6 while simultaneously actually being AFK and not even playing the game. And also as a disclaimer, again, you cannot get banned by doing this. There's no really penalty at all because this is not against Fortnite's terms of service. So do not worry about that. And as I stated in the very beginning of the video, if you wanted to enter yourself in a 5,000 V-Buck giveaway, simply just follow the few steps on the screen. To like the video, use supporter credit code ending-gamertag in the item shop, and then finally comment down below your Epic Games name or ID. And then you'll be entered in the giveaway, which will be announced in a future video. And also, if you guys enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, a like would be beyond appreciated down below. And of course, on the contrary, if you genuinely disliked today's video, then feel free to leave a dislike as well. And also comment down below if you have any questions or concerns regarding this XP method or trick, and I'll do my absolute best to help you guys out. And of course, if you're new around here and would like to see more Fortnite content like this in the future, then feel free to subscribe as well as turning on those post notifications. And lastly, to further support the channel, make sure to use supporter credit code ending-gamertag in the item shop. Nonetheless, my name is ending-gamertag. Thank you all for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Adios.